All right, I think we're going to go ahead and get started. So on behalf of the Independence Chamber of Commerce and the City of Independence, welcome to First Friday for the month of December. It's been a great year. I looked over the schedule we've had, including everyone here today. We've had over 55 speakers that we've brought before you during the last 11 months. And it gives me great pride to partner with the City of Independence and be able to bring First Friday to you on a monthly basis and to share information with you about all that's going on in the community. We're thankful that it's always televised so that those who can't make it are always able to get the same great information. So for that, I'm thankful. And I will just jump ahead and actually say that there are comment cards on your tables, and we're always looking for great ideas for speaker opportunities. I actually think I'm booked up through March possibly, but I'm always looking for good ideas. So as things pop into your head this morning, grab a pen and grab one of those cards, fill it out, and then just lay it on the table, and we'll pick those up when the event is over. Before we hear from our great sponsors, we always want to thank the business sponsor this morning. They are the ones who provided us with who are paying for the great breakfast provided by Annie Mays. And they are also the reason why you have some amazing swag on your tables this morning, too. So check out all the fun stuff from Equity Bank. And at this time, would you please welcome their bank manager from Equity Bank, Jerry Hammerschmidt.
Good morning. Equity Bank is very happy to sponsor this morning, and we're glad that you're all here. I'm Jerry Hammerschmidt. I manage the Coffeyville and Independence locations, and today I have with me some of our staff. We have Jim Klubine. He is a commercial lender. Kim Goodman, mortgage loan officer. Michaela Bales. She's a teller. Haley Wolf, she's our personal banker. We have Lori Kelly, business services. And David Wright, he is our new Southeast Kansas market president. So Equity Bank has been in Independence since 2015. We are $3.9 billion in assets. We have currently 49 locations and around 700 employees. So while we are a big bank, the way that we are structured allows us to not only effectively manage our metro markets, but also in this community, very important to us that we are able to be community focused, and we're very proud that we are able to do that. We offer an array of products and services. We have commercial, ag, consumer, and real estate loans. We also offer checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, money markets, IRAs, health savings accounts. We offer our online banking, bill pay, mobile deposits, free ATM anywhere you go in the country, so you never have to pay an ATM fee. We are proud to be able to print debit cards at our location, and if you look on your table, some of you have some of the card designs. We're able to feature the ICC Pirates, the Independence Bulldogs, the Pitt State Gorillas, and hopefully we'll have some more mascots coming soon. Our online banking is going to be new and improved in January, so look for those changes. It will allow you to transfer bank to bank, person to person. You can set up text message reminders for low balances, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of great changes coming in January, so we hope that you will check that out. We're also very proud to be able to have sponsored a room at ICC Fab Lab. So we hope that you'll go out there and enjoy that room and create with everyone. Also, we were able to participate in Celebration Park. We have a bench out there, and we hope that you all will enjoy sitting on the bench, watching our thriving downtown, and be able to view that Celebrate Diversity statue that's out there so much better than what was there before. So very excited for all of that. So. Okay. All right. Just checking, making sure. Okay. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry. And we do appreciate your contribution to that Fab Lab. That room you have out there is really, really nice. And the benches at Celebration Park are very beautiful, and they made a large contribution to that, and they were able to utilize the community chest and their matching funds to make that project possible, and with a lot of other donors. I mean, that was over a $100,000 project that went on that property, so we thank Equity Bank and everyone who contributed to Celebration Park. So let's see. Like we were talking about before, First Friday is always an opportunity for us to share information, so you know what's coming next. I've heard the papers already start to rustle, so you can move your program out of the way and you can grab that two-sided amazing calendar, and we're going to go through some things that are happening in the community. The Chamber always likes to be the central hub of information, and so this is one of the ways, and I'll talk about some of the other ones here in a minute, that we get the information out. So let's talk about what's happening, and we're going to start, put your finger right there at December 7 and 8. So the Community College is presenting a very merry Christmas Carol Holiday Adventure Show. It starts tonight at 7 o'clock, tomorrow at 7 o'clock, and tickets are $5. Children under 12 are free. It's supposed to be a great family theater presentation. Frosty's going to be there. Rudolph's going to be there. And so it's supposed to be a very family-friendly event, and I encourage everyone to get out and to sponsor all of the things that are happening on the campus of Independence Community College. And then on Sunday, on the 9th, at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's totally free, this will be the Holiday Extravaganza. So this is when the music department will perform all of their musical presentations getting ready for the holiday season. So it will be the band and the choir, and then also the theater department will be performing as well. So lots of fun things happening this weekend out there. Immediately following First Friday today, 2 events will be happening, and we'll hear more from Dan about one later on, but that will be the listening session that will be happening here in the Civic Center from around 9 to 10. As the college prepares for their strategic plan. And then also we'll be going down to Main Street, and we'll be helping to cut a ribbon in celebration of the relocation of Independence Main Street from Myrtle to Main Street. And so that address is 109 East Main. We'll be doing that. They were on the community home tour. It's all decorated. It's beautiful. So we'll be down there to help Tabitha and the Main Street Board celebrate their relocation. Eclectics has a lot of things happening, so you can go over to our flyer table. You can go on Facebook and check that out, all the things and the classes that they have planned for the holiday season. Also tonight is the library's holiday festival. It's at 6 o'clock. The doors open. The orchestra will be playing there. Indie Ensemble will be playing. They'll light their huge Christmas tree, so that's another fun thing that is happening in Independence this week. Community Christmas dinner at St. Andrews, so you won't want to miss that. It says all are welcome, and the dinner is free. It's on Sunday from 11:30 to 1:30 at the Parish Center. And blood drive is going on, so you can move your finger down to the 11th. Please donate blood. You can call and make a reservation for that, but the blood mobile always comes here to the Civic Center for those opportunities, so be sure and put that on your calendar. Basketball's in full swing, so the high school's already had a home game. They will have another one next week. The college will have a home game as well next week on Wednesday, so put that on your calendar. On the 11th, that's when you see the high school will be actually playing Coffeyville that night, so that'll be a fun game. Also, that is the Cancer Support Group. And we have the SEK Cancer Support Group is always on the second Tuesday of every month, and the Chamber coordinates all the sponsorship for that. And what that means is we help to coordinate people and businesses and organizations in the community that provide the drinks and the snacks for those gatherings, so that all of those people who are there to concentrate on their health and their well-being and fighting that fight can just come and enjoy the speaker and the friendship and the fellowship, and no one has to worry about bringing the cookies and the snacks and everything. We do that as our gift to the community, meaning all of you who have done that in the past. And so we're looking for sponsors for next year. So if you or your business, your family, your church, whomever would like to participate in that, get with me and we'll get you on the roster for that. Newton's True Value is actually going to be presenting today, but Megan has a lot of things going on at Newton's. They have Kids Night. They have free Pinterest projects every month. So mark your calendar for that on the 12th. And I already talked about college basketball. They'll be playing Pratt. And they had a big win this week. They had 2 big wins. So they're doing really well. So be sure and get out and check them or cheer them on. On the 13th, you have Country Place Senior Living Bingo. On the second Thursday of every month, I just plug that because I think we should all just take a break from work and about 10 o'clock go play bingo at Country Place. Don't you think that would be a good time? I do. So anyway, so mark your calendar for that and get out and hang out with all of the fun people at Country Place Senior Living. Play some bingo on the second Thursday of the month. We're also celebrating this week Burskin's Family Dentistry. They're having a ribbon cutting on the 13th. That's Thursday. And if I back up, I will tell you that we're having a ribbon cutting at Sonic, too, on Wednesday. So you'll want to watch Facebook and our flashes for that. I don't have an exact time, but Sonic will be celebrating as well. So that's fun stuff. And then Main Street will be up here in a little bit doing a shout out for their holiday sip and shop. So I won't do a spoiler for that, but you don't want to miss that opportunity. And Community National Bank will have an open house that same night, and so will Burskin's Family Dentistry. And Dr. Ann Hogsett is going to be signing her book at Apricot Lane, so you'll want to be there to get a copy of her book as well. And there's lots of concerts at the high school and at the middle school as they prepare for their holiday season, so mark your calendars for all of those as you take your finger down the calendar. And then also on the 20th, we missed it on our calendar, so Tabitha is going to talk about it as well, but that's Moonlight Madness Holiday Shopping. So get a pin and put the Main Street on the 20th so we don't forget about that one. Anyway, there's tons of stuff happening in the community, lots of opportunities to get out and celebrate the holiday season. And again, just to go back to the information piece, make sure that you check out our Facebook page. It's Get Independence. Look at the flyers on the flyer table over here. Look at the reporter. There's What's Up that's in the newspaper. They publish our calendar in the newspaper. We design and put the table tents out around the community and at the hotels that tell you all the things that are happening in the community. We're on the radio, both in Independence and Coffeyville, so we're working hard to get all of the good information out to everyone so everyone knows what's going on. So speaking of good information, we are ready to start with our speakers today. Today is going to be so much fun because it's all about shopping local and the impact that all of our dollars have on our community. And we have some great shopping ideas for you. We have a special gift when it's all over for all of you, and some really good messages. So listen up as we hear from our first speaker, Megan Minzer from Newton's True Value, who is going to deliver a message all about her family business and what it means for all of us to shop local. Please welcome Megan Minzer.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Chamber, and everybody for coming this morning. I really appreciate it. I know it's a hectic and busy time of year, so let's get started about why buy local. When you spend $100 at an independent business, $68 returns to the local economy versus $43 spent with a national chain. And that is if you spend it in your local economy. I know this statistic has a greater impact for us because we are in southeast Kansas and a lot of our dollars are going down to Oklahoma, to Bartlesville, or over to Joplin. Small businesses account for 75% of all new jobs. So talk about a potential growth in our area. Locally owned businesses reinvest in the local economy at a 60% higher rate than chains and internet retailers. Just think, if every family in the country spent an extra $10 a month with a locally owned independent business instead of a national chain, over $9.3 billion would be directly returned to local economies. That means better schools, better roads, more support for the police, the fire departments, and a much stronger local economy. Did you know that independent restaurants return 2 times more than a national chain restaurant? If independent businesses regained their 1990 market shares, it would create 200,000 new jobs, generate nearly $300 billion in revenues, and employ more than 1.6 million American workers. For every square foot a local company occupies, the local economy gains $179. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our footprint. Yes, I could spend the next 30 minutes talking to you about our family business, but I'm going to save that for another day, and you're going to get a shortened version. It all started in 1924 with Earl and Grace Newton, hence our name, Newton's True Value. My great-grandparents had a vision and a dream. They got married on September 21st. My great-grandmother celebrated her 24th birthday on September 23rd, and on September 24th, they opened our business. Talk about a hectic week. They opened a plumbing, electric, and appliance shop in 2,500 square feet with 2 employees, those 2 employees being Grace and Earl Newton. Because of local support by the community, our little 2,500 square foot, one-generation operation now occupies 29,777 square feet. That does not include my husband and I's gun business, USA Gun Bunker, that occupies 2,400 square feet. With 5 generations working in the business now, we have 25 employees. Within those, we have 4 sets of multi-generational families working in our business. So when we say it's a family thing, that's exactly what I mean. We believe that it's a family thing. It's even a logo on our shirts. We put, it's a family thing. Yes, we even employ 6 high school, college-age students. We're trying to teach them the skill sets to set them out into the community to better their lives. What started out as a plumbing, electrical, and appliance company has now grown into a paint, plumbing, electrical, home decor, and major appliances, lawn and garden, hardware, e-commerce, plus our contracting crew of plumbing, electrical, heat, and air technicians. Shopping local and supporting local business owners affects the entire community in so many ways. Not only by putting a roof over our heads and food on our tables, but it also brings national recognition to our community, in which I'll explain the importance of that in just a few minutes. In 2011, I won a national award, Spirit of Independence, because of all of our community involvement and what we gave back to the community. In winning that award, I was able to donate a $5,000 check to our local food bank. In 2012, I was featured on the cover of a retail hardware magazine for progressive marketing in the hardware channel. In May of 2012, HGTV sent a camera crew to Las Vegas to follow me around for a day because they were doing a special on behind the scenes for designing spaces. Just recently, I won a Top Gun Award, Businesswoman of the Year in the hardware channel. Okay, so I've won awards. I've had conversations with the Property Brothers. Spoke with Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. What does any of this have to do with shopping local? Well, it has everything to do with shopping local. It means that the local communities believe in the local business owners. They support us. When we get recognized nationally, people from all over the United States want to come to our community to see what's going on. After Designing Spaces aired, we had people from 3 to 4 hours away driving in to shop in our local community. After the magazines hit the racks, we had a businessman that was in Dallas, Texas, flying and detoured his plane and stopped and landed out here at Cessna. He spent the day in the local community eating, drinking, shopping, looking around, seeing what this community had to offer and what was going on. Not only did he spend money here, but he took back great creative ideas to his multi-million-dollar business. He flies all over the United States talking about our community and where those ideas came from. We've been able to host 2.5-day-long computer classes for a company out of Dallas, Texas, which brought 32 people in for 2.5 days. Again, eating, shopping, purchasing gas, staying at local bread and breakfasts. We've hosted 2 different times 2 plumbing electrical schools for True Value Company out of Chicago. Again, bringing people in from a total of 5 different states. We had local businesses cater the meals, Annie Mae's, Daylight Donuts, Down Home, Sam's Eatery. Again, money going back to the local economy. And none of this would be possible without the support of people locally shopping and supporting all of our businesses. Okay, so why do people preach shop local all the time? Does it really matter that much? Are we that greedy? Being a 4th-generation family-owned business, let me answer that question. No, we're not. Local business owners have a passion. We go in early, we stay late. We work at 4 a.m. When a great idea comes to us. We do what we do because we love you. We truly believe we can make a difference in someone's life. We go above and beyond because we choose to. The Independent is the last one to sing their song. We're the last ones that want to talk about ourselves or what we have done. We love helping the customer resolve issues and problems. We love making the customers have a better day. A couple of years ago, I had a little girl come into the store with her dad. She comes in the store and I can tell she is on a mission. I walk over and I said, "Do you need help?" And she says no, and she heads straight over to the Christmas section, which at one time was the lawn and garden section. I walked over and I could see the sadness in her eyes and just the look and melt away on her face. And she said, "It was right here. It was right here, Dad. I know it was right here." And I said, "Well, what was right here?" And so she explains to me the gift that she's looking for her mother. I turned to her dad and I said, "Do you have just a few minutes?" And he says, "Yeah, we do." And so I got on the radio and I asked Gabe and Jeff and I said, "I really need your guys' help." So as we headed outside into the bitter cold, they never asked questions because they knew what we were doing. We went out and we opened up the trailer, and as we opened that door, we saw that full semi-load with all the pallets stacked there, and we knew we had to find that one gift because that was going to make a difference for her. As we unpacked that trailer, we came inside, and I'll never forget the look on her face when I handed her the fairy, and I said, "Do you want to help me wrap this for your mom for Christmas?" And that's why we do what we do. That's the answer to the question. That's how you give back locally. You support us so we're able to do those types of things. Think about this. A roof over our heads, food on the table, that's all a necessity. As a small business owner, we depend on you to supply us with that. When we talk about how much we care and how much we appreciate you believing in us and shopping with us, it's absolutely heartfelt. I have a saying at Newton's every Friday when we put the paychecks out. You need to thank the customer. They're the ones that sign our paychecks, not me. We remind our staff of that all the time. The local businesses aren't just mom and pop stores. They're all about family and they're all about community. They're brothers, they're sisters, they're friends, they're neighbors. They're volunteer firefighters. They're the basketball coaches, the Boy Scout masters. They're the youth group leaders. They're the people who make our community a wonderful place to live. So before you get into your car and head south to shop, stop and look around. Not just at the local businesses, but look at the basketball coaches. Look at the choir leaders. Look at the volunteer firefighters, your neighbors. Look at your friends. Think to yourself, how can I support and keep our friends living here? How can I make a difference in our community and in their lives? Yeah, I know it's hectic, and I know you have cookies to take to school, and you have that meeting at 10 a.m., and you're the snack leader for soccer, and you have 3 events in the next 2 days that you have to attend. Oh yeah, don't forget about dinner, dishes, and laundry. You can't possibly turn your underwear inside out because that already happened today. So the laundry, yep, you got to get to it. It's now 2 a.m. and you're ready to sit down and start your shopping because you really just want to get in bed, but you got to start at some point. So you jump online. That's great. That's okay. Go ahead, jump online. Just remember, when you're getting online, make sure you're filling those carts from your local businesses. TrueValue.com, USAGunBunker.com. I know Libby's does a tremendous amount of stuff on Facebook. Magnolia's has a .com. Woods has a .com. Cantrell's has a .com. Check out Apricot Lane. They're all over Instagram. Yes, it's okay to shop online as long as you're supporting the local businesses so we can keep searching for those fairies on a bitter, cold winter day.
Oh, my goodness. We got to have you come back more often. We got to get a copy of that speech, too. You guys got some good material for the article in the newspaper. And ain't nobody getting in their car going south. So, all right. Our next speaker is no stranger to the podium. We've already heard his name mentioned as we were talking about .com opportunities, but more importantly, he's got an amazing store in downtown Independence, and he's here today to tell you not just about all the things that are happening at Magnolia Sense by Design, but to really give you a good picture of all the amazing things that are happening in our community regarding shopping, all of the new businesses that are popping up, all the future businesses that are popping up, all of the relocations that you're seeing happening in our community. So at this time, would you please welcome the owner of Magnolia Sense by Design, one of my favorite stores, Brian Height.
Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust that. Thank you, Lisa. That's a wonderful introduction. Well, I have a very important job to do here today, and that is to be a cheerleader. But I do have to apologize because I left my cheerleading uniform and my pom-poms at home, so you'll just have to look at the boring blue sweater. Sorry about that, but we can do it anyway. We have some amazing victories that have happened here in Independence in the last 18 months or so, and even farther back. But really, if we look back a year and a half, there's great things that have really happened, and I think that we need to celebrate those. Who's with me? We have challenges, that's absolutely true, but we have so many more victories. So before I get into that, let's back up. Of course, I own Magnolia Sense by Design. We opened our store in 2008 here in Independence, in the same location that we are now. The landscape was very different back then. But so when we opened the store, literally, there was only 2 or 3 locations available in downtown Independence. So we had to choose the one that we were in because it was the only one that would work for us. That was interesting and amazing. Because of the economy back then, it was fantastic. We had a lot of stores that had been here for generations at that point. And so, of course, we're crazy, and so we decided to open a store too and thought we could play the game with those people, but, ended up it worked out. And I want to say thank you, all of you, because I know that almost all of you have shopped in my store, and I know that almost all of you have shopped in all of these businesses, and we love you for it because you are providing our roof, but you're also supporting all of the people that work for us and all of the organizations around town. We donate so much to different organizations every day to spread it out a little bit. That's something that you only get from local, from the people that are here on the ground that own things locally and that are invested locally. You don't get that from some bigger places, not at the same level. The reinvestment into this community from local businesses is astounding. And so if there's no other reason to support local, that's a big one right there. Another really interesting thing, I have been seeing, so we're talking about the last 18 months, I've seen a lot of new faces in my store over the last year and a half or so. And it's kind of interesting because a lot of these new faces are actually moving to town. They come in, oh yeah, I just arrived a week ago. I just bought my house a week ago. And we're talking young people, professional people, people that are coming here to start families. I have currently 4 employees that work for me. Of those 4, 3 of them are transplants from around the country. I've got one that works for me who transplanted from from the East Coast. I've got another one that came from North Carolina. I've got another one that came from Denver, Colorado. All of these people have chosen to move to Independence, Kansas. There is something special here that they didn't find in the places that they were from. And we need to celebrate that. I don't know if any of us could really say what that is, but we need to celebrate that. They chose to be here because they love this place. And they love this place as much as we do, or maybe even more than we do. So we can take a little bit of a lesson from them on that. So fast forward, from our 10-year ago opening date to about 9 years ago. Who remembers what happened about 9 years ago? Yeah, that was scary, wasn't it? Yeah, big stock market crash, big downturn in the economy. That was horrible. And it hit Independence. It did. I think that my official numbers, I think we probably got close to about 50% occupancy downtown, which means 50% vacancy. You know, we went from when we opened the store in 2008 to having 2 or 3 spaces available to choose from to a whole plethora of open buildings. And now, again, I have to thank you guys because we made it through it. And a lot of other businesses did too. And it is only because of your support that we made it through it. Your money is your love, and that love translates into a thriving downtown. And now here we are. I drove up Main Street this morning, and I've talked to other people too. And I think that, or not Main Street, but Penn. So from the Methodist Church to Celebration Park on Penn Avenue, those 4 blocks, we only have 4 or 5 vacant buildings. There are many others that don't have anything in them right now, but they are in the process of getting people coming into these buildings. That's amazing. We are back to where we were at that point. We are on our way back to thriving, and that is amazing. So that's a whole lot of talk about getting into, let's celebrate some of these things. And I have a long list, and that's wonderful, but bear with me. Let's talk about some investments first. So who likes Dairy Queen? Yeah? Let's have a hand for Dairy Queen. Yeah? Pretty good stuff. I could have a Blizzard, and that'd be all right. I could do that. So Brent Littleton has reinvested in Dairy Queen. He went from being the manager of that location, went through a pretty devastating fire, probably would have wiped out the business, but he said no. He wanted to stay here, and so he became an owner, and he rebuilt that thing from the ground up, well, plus a few walls. That kind of dedication in this town is amazing, and now look how beautiful it is. The food is excellent, the location is beautiful, the staff is very friendly and very fast, and we really think, where is Brent? Thank you. Reflections Salon. Has anybody been into Reflections recently? She is, yeah, there we go. Lindsay Forsland owns Reflections, and she has done some amazing things to rehab that building, to expand her services, and it's now a beautiful place. She even made her own sign on the front of the building, so let's give a hand to her for that. She's spending thousands and thousands of dollars to increase her business, and it's really showing, it's paying off for her. We've got some relocations that have happened too, and these are pretty noteworthy. Libby's Boutique used to be in the International Mall in a fairly small space. She has bought her building and completely renovated it. It is absolutely beautiful. So we're very, very happy to have Libby with a very large footprint on Penn Avenue. So let's say thank you to Libby. Is she here today? No, I don't see her. Indie Books. We have a bookstore, and it's actually pretty cool. They used to be kind of tucked away, kind of hard to find, now they've moved into a space very close to where the Main Street office used to be on Myrtle, and they've got a lovely storefront there. So we're very happy to see them kind of come out and make a strong presence in downtown. So we appreciate that relocation and actually that reinvestment in downtown Independence. So yay for Indie Books. Owners of the Indie Books here? Okay. Another relocation. Independence Main Street used to be on Myrtle, and it was on Myrtle for a very long time, which is always very strange. Now, Independence Main Street, our local downtown organization that focuses on rehabilitation and activities in the downtown core, they are now located on Main Street. So very excited about that, and very thankful to the Isleys for making that space available to this organization. It's a much larger, much better location for us. We can do some cool things, including host large events like the Homes Tour this past weekend. That's possible because we've got the space to do it now. So yay for Main Street moving. I'm on the board, so I'm not going to clap for myself, but I am going to say thank you to the Isleys for helping us make that happen. Who likes a coney? Yeah, me too. Yeah, or 50-cent hot dogs. Those are pretty good too. Sonic has moved downtown, and we are very excited to have them back into the downtown core. It's going to be nice to have that, or, well, yeah, nice to have that located right downtown, right within our reach. So yay for Sonic moving. Owners of Sonic? No? Okay. But we are proud to have them in the downtown now. So yay for Sonic moving downtown. The Cut Above, another salon. She has moved. What's her name? Becky. Becky. Is Becky here? Cut Above? No? Okay. Well, we want to thank her for moving too. She was formerly located in the Independence corporate offices, the old ARCO building. She has now taken a space right downtown in the core of the district too. So we appreciate that relocation and investment into the downtown district. So thank you for that. Kansas Secured Title has also relocated. They moved from, well, right next to my business on the 100 block of Penn up to the 300 block of Penn. Got a nice office there. So we appreciate their reinvestment in the town and staying here. Anybody from Kansas Secured Title here? No? Okay. Well, thank you for their relocation and reinvestment as well. So, yeah, that's it for them. Lisa's very kind. She put together this very thorough list for me, so let's thank Lisa, too. So we've got some really great reinvestments and relocations in our town. That is absolutely wonderful. These people could have chosen not to do this. They could have chosen to close their businesses or to go elsewhere, but they didn't. They reinvested in Independence, and that is worth celebrating. All right, we've got some new ones that have opened, brand new businesses now in the downtown district, and so we need to go over that list too. Memories by Mandy, a photography studio. She's 2 doors down from Magnolia, and she has chosen to move her photography studio from Coffeyville up to Independence. So now we've got a new business there. Congratulations to her. Casey's Creations. Who likes cookies? Yeah, I like cookies too. Yeah. Casey's Creations has opened her bakery in a former location that has been a bakery for years. Was Nancy's before, and then has gone through a few owners. So instead of letting that building set vacant, they have chosen to open up. And so now she also has one of the best Reubens in town. So anybody have a Reuben? Yeah, go to Casey's. That's good stuff. So congratulations to Casey. And Casey Adolph. Is she here today? No. Another new salon and spa that is opened is Lux. Have you heard of Lux yet? You need to check them out. Yep, they're good. They're good. They have taken an old building out by the car wash on Penn Avenue, and they've completely gutted and redid that building. It's absolutely beautiful inside. So they've opened a new business, but they've also done it in such a way that saved a building that it needed it, and it's really nice now. So we're very proud of them for that. The Little Orange Patch. So we've got a new quilting studio. It is in the former space that Libby's was in the International Mall. So if you go in there past Annie Mae's, you'll find a new quilting studio there. That was opened by, dang it, Janet. Yes, Janet. Is Janet here? No? Okay. So she was a former owner of Annie Mae's, who Terry bought it from. She is back in town now, and she's jumping back in, doing business again. So we are very, very happy for Janet opening her business here in Independence. Something Borrowed. It's an event rental place, and it looks really, really cool in there. They opened this business where the computer generation was. So they've taken that space in there. So if you are wondering if you have something going on, weddings, things like that, that would be an excellent place. If you don't want to buy all of that stuff, I mean, I do sell it, so you could, but I know it gets expensive. So yes, renting it is an excellent option. You can get as many lanterns as you want from Something Borrowed event rental. So check them out too, and we're very happy that they chose to open their business here in Independence. Indie Vapes has opened their store in the location that the Main Street office was on Myrtle, too. So we're very happy for their new business and their investment in downtown as well. Anybody tired of clapping yet? I told you it was a long list. I mean, come on, what are we going to do? This is just in the past 18 months. Year and a half, this has all happened. Seriously. I mean, that is awesome. And I'm not done yet. Sawyer's Fine Wine and Spirits has opened on the corner of Penn and Main where Wolf's Liquor was. They gutted that building, and they completely redid the inside. It is beautiful in there. You have to check it out. It's Michelle and Patrick Conway. I think Michelle has taken on that as her own, and it's a beautiful space. So anybody from Sawyer's here today? No. Well, anyway, you need to go check it out. It's a nice place. Another new store that's just opened, it's very, very new, is the Painted Sunflower. And I have met the owners, but are they here today? No? Okay. They do T-shirts, screen printing T-shirts and things like that, as well as consignment items, things like that in that store. And it's a really cool store. Good people. So go check them out. They're on Main Street, the Painted Sunflower. Okay, here's another food one, and I really like it. Sam's Southern Eatery. Has anybody tried that yet? Yeah, that fish is awfully good. That's really good stuff. If you have not tried Sam's Southern Eatery yet, you really ought to give it a try. It's very, very well done, I think. Out on East Main near the Townsman Motel. It's a good place to, and it's very homey. It's a very homey atmosphere, but good food. Apricot Lane. Just a little thing, Apricot Lane. So we have to say thank you to Ann Hogsett and Gary Hogsett for bringing that store to Independence, for gutting that building, redoing it. It's an absolutely beautiful space. It's a wonderful addition to downtown. So we appreciate that investment very much. Thank you to the Hogsetts and Apricot Lane. And we've got a new office that's opened up that is a place for Keller Williams real estate agents. It's on the corner of Laurel and Penn, so a good place to go for real estate if you need there. There are several agents in that office there, so appreciate that investment in downtown. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, too. I know, right? I know. So on the horizon, we've got the Laurel Street Bakery, the world-famous Laurel Street Bakery that's been doing this for a long time. They make really good cookies and cakes and all of that stuff. Well, guess what? They are tired of being out on the outskirts by the railroad tracks. They are moving downtown. They're still on Laurel Street, so they don't have to change the name. They will be in the old Daylight Donuts location next to the post office. So check in with them, say hi to the girls, and get some cookies and order some cakes. Yay for Laurel Street Bakery. Has anybody heard about this little brewery thing? Yeah, maybe, little rumblings. Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, too. So we've got this building over by Walgreens. It wasn't in very good shape. No, not at all. But this local, or not local, but a construction company that I think, if I know right, worked with Brent on his project for Dairy Queen. They've actually bought this building. They're rehabbing this building. The first floor is going to be Indie Brew Works, a microbrewery, so beer's made right here in Independence. And the guys that are doing that, I've met one of them, and they know their stuff. So I'm excited about that. And then apparently the upper two floors are going to be made into loft apartments as well. So we are saving a building and turning it into something awesome. We can look for that coming through the middle of next year. So yay for Indie Brew Works and for the rehab of that building. Who likes barbecue? My goodness, we're talking a lot about food this morning. Who's had breakfast? I guess some of you have. I haven't eaten anything yet, so sorry. I'm a little excited. Dickey's Barbecue is coming. So Calvert's building, which was most recently the bike store, well, that is being rehabbed as well. Another local project by some very dear friends of ours, the Hogsets. Thank you very much for redoing that building and bringing in some good food, some more good food. Independence is going to be like the culinary capital of Kansas soon. It's going to be pretty great. And one more place to mention, some wonderful people that have invested in our downtown already. We need to say thank you to Jim Hayward and Rhonda Clark for their investment, first of all. They are bringing a new chocolate and candy store to Independence. It's going to be in their location, sharing that space, but they're bringing fancy chocolates and vintage candies, and we're looking for that mid-January for them to open. So we're very excited to see Confectionate coming into downtown Independence. Thank you, Rhonda and Jim. We've got challenges, but we've had a ton of victories in this last 18 months, and that is worth celebrating. And you all are worth celebrating. Thank you so much for continuing to invest in our town so that we can continue to invest. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Thank you. And now we've got all kinds of goodies out here. I think we're going to go shopping. What do you say, April?
Thank you, Brian. I knew I picked good people to deliver the good message today when I talked to Megan and Brian about helping with today's First Friday. And I've got two more ladies that are going to deliver a message along with Brian. As always, we've put together the Shop Local presentation. We went out and collected all of these amazing things for you to look at, to hear about, and then to wait until they're all delivered back to their rightful retailers, and then you can go shopping as well. So we have a lot of things to present to you. April Nutt is no stranger to the podium as far as being a retailer and really kicking off and starting and continuing that Shop Local energy and that encouragement for all of us. And so she's here today. And in conjunction with her partner this morning is the owner of Calcor Clothing, an amazing boutique out on West Main. And Lisa Hugo is the owner of that boutique. When we first started 3 years ago, Kelly Tushman was going to, as a retailer, was going to work in tandem with April and ended up getting sick, and Kim Kays stepped in and did an amazing job. And last year we asked Libby Boldra to help with that delivery, and she did an amazing job. And so we're just keeping with tradition and having our retailers up here. They're the ones who can talk the talk and walk the walk. And so with that, we're going to welcome April Nutt to the microphone, and Brian Height and Lisa Hugo will be helping her do the Shop Local piece.
Okay, I'm on. All right. Okay, come on. You two, come help me. First of all, what I want to do is, just like Brian said, I want to say thank you. You guys have listened. I'm passionate about this. I know. I have people walk up to me all the time and go, April, I'm listening to you. I'm taking your challenge. I promise. I promise. I'm like, okay. I see you on Main Street. I see you on Penn. I better not see you in Bartlesville. Better not see you in Tulsa. I go down and check. Prime time shopping. I'm checking to see if you're down there. Anyway, I do want to tell you, thank you, because your choices are making a difference. You've made that choice. You've listened. You've listened to your neighbors. Because one of the things that what Megan and Brian were both talking about, listen to Brian's list. How many of you have jumped off the precipice here? Because they trust you in this community to support them. I mean, it's not easy to step off and open up a new business. Step off and buy a building downtown. Those buildings are 100 years old or better. They're going in and making those investments, making those improvements, revitalizing it. We've got a couple here in town that I think they're single-handedly going to rebuild downtown. Thank you to the Hogsets for putting a big shot in the arm. So with that said, the big thank you is to you, because the proof is in the numbers. We are collected sales tax for the first 11 months out of this year is up 3.2% over last year. Woo! What to celebrate. It may not seem like it's a huge number, but that's a big difference. That means you're making choices, so when the city has to set their budget, it's a little easier. So keep it up. Those commissioners and the city manager would appreciate it. A few less headaches. All right, with that said, let's get going. Brian, I'm going to kick it off to you.
Can everybody hear me? Yeah, okay, we're live now. Let's go shopping. Yeah? Sound like a good idea? Okay, we're going to Newton's first. Newton's True Value out on West Main Street. They have got gifts for everybody, including a thing that looks like a chainsaw. I don't know, I never use those. But I think some other guys probably do. So we've got chainsaws, we got weed eaters, we've got some really nice major appliances, and I have bought a dishwasher from them, and I absolutely love it. It was actually an excellent investment. So if you need some major appliances to wash all of the Christmas dishes, a dishwasher, Newton's is an excellent place to get that. Also, who doesn't want a KitchenAid mixer on their cabinet? Yeah, I know a lot of people want one of these bad boys. So they've got those there at Newton's as well. In addition to that, some smaller gifts. We've got a Gorilla Mom tumbler. I mean, come on. That's pretty cute, right? So I think the Gorilla Moms out there need that. They also have tumblers for KU, for K-State, like that. So excellent gifts for moms, for dads, for anybody, actually. Anybody needs a tumbler. Some other cool stuff they've got, Christmas decorations. This is a music box. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's neat. So you just flip it on. I don't know if it's got batteries, probably not. I'm not going to try. But anyway, it's just a really cute little gift. It'd be an excellent stocking stuffer for somebody. They've also got Santa and Mrs. Claus, so, you know, the dynamic duo, you need to have those. But this one really struck me. Look at that. Isn't that neat? It's a clock, but it's like a Swiss village. They've got a whole collection of these things. So, you know, people that collect villages, well, they've got a different style. And it's really kind of cool. So you need to go out and check out Newton's True Value.
All right. Now we're heading on over to all the flower shops we have in town. Some of us have everything. I don't, but some of you do. And so what do you get for somebody who has everything? What about a pop of color? A little something to brighten their day. What about flowers? You could also send it to families that are away. But we've got Hasselmann's, and we have twigs back here. We have fresh, nice poinsettias. So I encourage you to come in and, you know, give them a shot. Think about that. Think about something that's going to be the pop of color, or something fresh. If you've got an event, I've got Bunko coming up next Sunday. I think I'm going to go get a little pop of color and some fresh flowers just to make my room smell a little nice. Yeah, there we go. The other thing that we have is we have at Carla's Simple Gifts. I said this last year, but Carla is this incredibly talented artist. All of the things that you see at Carla's Simple Gifts, she paints, freehand paints. I'm so jealous. Wish I had that talent. The other thing is we have tons of really cool antique shops here in town. And I encourage you to go visit them. We have yesteryears. They have all sorts of fun, different stuff. They have antique Christmas decorations, antique Christmas ornaments, all sorts of things to think about and consider. So when you're thinking about shopping, you don't always have to go buy brand new. Go buy something that's a little gently used, but has a fond memory of a childhood game. Or I had somebody who just told me the other day that she had gone into a store and it had all the old games, and I think she's, 40-something. And she bought a Rock'em Sock'em robot game and sent it to her brother because as kids, they played that game growing up. And he sent her back. That's the best Christmas gift he's had in years. And so now she's got to go visit so they can recreate their childhood Rock'em Sock'em robot game. So just think outside the box. There's all sorts of things. All right, Miss Lisa.
Okay, well, I get to talk about some fun favorites for me as well. I'm going to start with Woods Lumber. They have all kinds of gifts at all different price ranges. And one thing that I'm going to talk about first is they have Traeger grills. And anybody that owns one of these knows you can bake everything and anything on it. Or if you're not going to buy that expensive of a gift for someone, they have all kinds of Traeger hot plates and different things that you put on and cook on with a Traeger that maybe you're at a price point that you want to spend. They also have a lot of the Yeti line of items. Some of these tumblers are a great wine tumbler, would be a great Christmas gift. They have the new Yeti dog bowl for all you pet lovers. What a great gift for little Sparky under the tree. They also have some good Traeger Bloody Mary mixes, some Carolina nuts that have some different seasonings and flavors. So they really have the gift that could be that hard to buy for a person. You could find some different kinds of items there and at all different price points. So lots of great things there at Woods Lumber. And then I also want to talk about Derailed Commodity is out on West Main, and they have furniture and they have all kinds of other tile and vanities and all those things. But they also have area rugs and lamps and things like that. So they've brought in an area rug to show you kind of an idea of, they have hundreds of them out there that you can pick from and stuff. And I believe they have indoor and outdoor rugs as well. So lots of good things out at Derailed as well for maybe that hard to buy person, or maybe you're looking for a nice new piece of furniture or something for before Christmas to decorate with. So lots of good stuff there.
And if Linda Henning, Mama, and Steve Nutt, husband, are listening, we're getting ready to redo our house. I don't want you to go pick because I don't trust, Mom, I would. Dad, I don't trust your taste. Or husband, don't trust your taste. But I would love a gift certificate from either one of those places. All right, moving on. We have Apricot Lane, one of our local boutiques here in town. And, gentlemen, if you walk into Apricot Lane, there are some darling young ladies in there, and they will help you all that you need, make the selections that you need for those lovely women in your life. See, we have all sorts of different clothing, but one of the things that you might not realize that Apricot Lane has, they also have these darling mitts. They have, this one says, I'm not bossy, I'm the boss, which is correct. And they have some bath bombs and soaps and all sorts of really good things. The other thing they have in there is it's called Mixology. For those of you who have your tweens, I encourage you to go in. It allows your kids to mix their own perfume. They have different scents, and you can mix it. It's really, really cool. So I encourage you to look at that. And with that, Brian.
Back to me. All right. So Annie Mae's Gifts and Goodies has a really cool specialty. Well, they've got a couple of them, but they have some awesome kids' toys. They've got a whole wide selection for multiple age ranges, so you can go in there and find some really cool educational and fun kids' toys at Annie Mae's Gifts and Goodies. So, actually, this looks like fun. I think I might want to, I'm going to play with that later. They also do some really cool local sodas and things. Like here's Jones sodas. I know that there's some 15-year-old boys that would just love to get something like this under the Christmas tree because it does say right on the box, cane sugar. So you got some young boys that are just gonna love that. I
put those in all of my stockings last year. They're great.
Good stuff. They've also got some really cool sauces and rubs, and this is the Salt Lick barbecue sauce. I mean, come on. That sounds like, and it even says like no other on the label, so you can't argue with that. I mean, it's good stuff.
Are you familiar with the Salt Lick in Texas? It is one awesome place to go to, and we've got their secret ingredients here in Independence, Kansas.
Aren't we lucky?
We are.
We are lucky.
It's good.
Here's the dry rub, same thing. Good stuff. Also, if you stop into the coffee shop, Annie Mae's, obviously you need a little jolt, but they also have some whole beans ready to go. So if you need an excellent stocking stuffer for anybody that loves a little bit of a caffeine buzz, it's a good spot right there. I would assume they have gift certificates too.
They do.
They do. So yeah, somebody that goes to Annie Mae's like every single morning, like every single one, they need a gift certificate. That's a great stop for them.
Yeah, and for that naughty one, they even have what's called lump of coal beans. So there you go. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, moving on. We have Hager's Market. If you haven't gone there for a lunch, one, it's enough for lunch and dinner. And two, it's all homemade. It's amazing. I just ordered some breads from them. I'm really excited for those. So, what am I going to entice you with? Freshly baked last night. Amazing. And she does. I think they did like 40 meals at Thanksgiving they catered. So think about that. My family would truly appreciate it if I had somebody cater the meal I might make.
Do you have any comedy routines you'd like to perform with that?
Oh, I could make a selection, couldn't
Do
I?
that.
That might be fun. All right, one of the other things that we have is Casey's Cake Creations. As Brian said, she chose to reinvest back in the building, and look at these. Oh, yeah. Those holiday parties. Look at this one. A little snowman. No, because my grubby fingers are on it, so that means I get to eat it. They also have some candies there that they're making, so I encourage you to do and go and visit them. We have Casey's Cake Creations, you have Hager's, you have Laurel Street Bakery. Again, I challenge you, think outside the box. How cute would it be to get that friend or that coworker a little tidbit of something sweet? And, I don't know what they like all the time, but I'm sure that they wouldn't mind something sweet. So think about that. You can cake it up, put some little cellophane on it, awful cute. Give it away.
Okay, well, now we're going to move on to Messenger's Furniture. Messenger's Furniture is downtown, and they have all kinds of great furniture selections as well. But I'm going to tell you, this is probably one of my favorites that they carry. They carry these sheet sets, and they're $39.99. And they're in all sizes. And these are the best sheets ever. And if you have a kid that's in college and they have a twin extra long bed in their dorm room, guess where you can get the nicest sheets ever for their bed to sleep on. They're so silky smooth. They feel great. You have an adjustable bed that has the two sides. They carry the sheets for those. They have these in tons of colors and options. And I'm telling you, these
and for
are
$40?
$40. Great,
Go buy
great
sheets
gift.
for $40.
They're amazing. And like I said, they have them in all different colors.
This is like one of the best kept secrets in Independence, Kansas, that Messengers carries these really nice sheets.
If you have not been in to get these, I'm telling you, you're missing out. This is probably a good gift for yourself because they're fabulous. Something else I want to talk about is the Montgomery County Chronicle. You can fill your stocking with a 1-year subscription for $39. I believe there's 52 issues that come out on Thursdays, I believe it is. And then also,
Oops. I'll take care of her.
Rudy Taylor has written 4 different books that are kind of the history of Independence or the area, things around this area, hometown type stuff. And these are for sale, and he has them. They're $10 each, or you can get 2 for $15, 3 for $20, or you can get all 4 of these books for $25, and they've all been written by Rudy Taylor. So that's another for that person that you're looking for something. A great little book in a stocking or something might be a great gift there.
And we have tons of local artists. As Lisa said, Dr. Hogsett's got a book that's going to have a book signing. You have Tim Ragland. Those are all great different gifts to give somebody that might be a little difficult on your shopping list. All right. Gentlemen, I'm back to helping you out again, okay? Miss Libby's. As we talked about Libby, she kind of started at the old International Mall, and she used that kind of as an incubator. She had a small space, and fortunately for her, you people love what she does, because now she's bought her own building, rehabbed it, and is expanding. So with that, gentlemen, I'm telling you, there's not a lady in your household that would not like this bag. So just helped you out. Once again, the ladies at Libby's will help you, and they have some darling clothing as well. So we will move on down this way.
I am continuously impressed by the artwork of Jim Hayward. This is one of his pieces here. If you have not been into his gallery, you have got to go check it out. He does some beautiful, beautiful artwork, and in a wide range of styles, anything from realistic to abstract to assemblages that are made out of things that he finds in the alley. It's cool, cool stuff. So there are wonderful gifts in there. Some of these can be, heirloom pieces that'll pass down for generations. So you have to check out Jim Hayward's gallery. It's a great place.
All right. Okay. Just checking. Do I have Bulldog Station on your list? Okay. Why don't you jump on over to Bulldog Station and continue there? All right.
Let's talk Bulldog. They have all kinds of stuff, though. It's Bulldog Station, of course, so you know that they do a lot of Independence-themed things for the Independence Bulldogs, but they also have a second business called Side Door Gifts. And so in that place, you will find a wide variety of stuff, not just Bulldog-themed things. So get that out of your head. It's a great place to shop for all kinds of stuff. They have... Oh, my goodness. Okay, yeah. I mean, who doesn't need a gaudy pair of Christmas socks? Come on. These are cute. Is there a cat? There's a cat. No, it's a reindeer.
No, it's a cat.
It's a cat wearing reindeer antlers.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you got a stocking stuffer for the 8-year-old girl there. These are cool. This is an embroidered, like a tea towel, and then it's got a Kansas theme print on the front of it. Really cool. They also have other kinds of tea towels as well. Anyway, it's a black and white printed tea towel. Yeah, vintage tea towel. These are very cool, though. They have Love Indie mugs. So everybody needs a Love Indie mug. So I think that you probably should go get this as a gift and then go get some coffee for it. It's an excellent gift for people. They've got these really cool vintage pillows, too. See? That, like old needlepoint. Isn't that cool? They've got a couple of different kinds of those. Oh.
Good catch.
I'm shopping too, you guys. You understand this, right? Like, I've filled my list just about. Isn't that cool? Merry and bright.
Oh my gosh, and if you could feel it, it is so soft. Super, super soft.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty great. That's a Christmas morning shirt right there. This one's really soft too. Kansas shirt, t-shirt. I mean, just really cool things that are local-centric. People that love this town, people that love this state can get all kinds of gifts there. And, of course, they do have the Bulldog-themed items. So we've got a head warmer here with a Bulldog on it. I mean, if you want to be stylish, this is what you do.
Your middle schooler guy, he would so love those socks.
Mm-hmm. What is this? You put that on your...
little bling in
your
your
little bling
life.
for your car?
Little bling.
Yeah, so
go
your
on.
16-year-old granddaughters that just got their new 15-year-old car. Yeah, there you go. They need some bling because, well, it probably has some rust on it too. So, at least if they're like my car, my first car. Eek. Oh yeah, and I want to uncover this too. This is cool. It's a Love Indie canvas tote bag. Awesome gift. Fill this with gifts, and this is the gift too.
Bulldog Station is the only place that you can get the Love Indie items. So
they've also got all kinds of different napkins and things for parties. This one says, "All hearts come home for Christmas," and it's a picture of people skiing. I mean, how cool is that? you would have some excellent Christmas parties with napkins from them.
All right. Let's hear about Cantrell's. Are we up?
Okay. Well, Cantrell's is another one of my favorite places to shop. Who doesn't love some bling, right? That can go well under the Christmas tree. Cantrell's, they have fine jewelry, these little stackable rings. I was going to take these home with me last night and suggest something to my husband, but I didn't. They carry Kendra Scott, so there's a beautiful Kendra Scott necklace, a beautiful diamond bracelet. So they carry both fine jewelry and kind of that fun Kendra Scott, Alex and Ani, Brighton, and I can't remember. They're working on Brighton. Okay, so they carry some great fashion. So they have items for teens as well as older people. They also carry the CC beanies and the little scarves and beanies, and these are all a popular. You can find those everywhere, but why go anywhere else and just go to Cantrell's and get those? They carry Vera Bradley. They have lots of different styles of Vera Bradley, and I believe this is a nice print. And they also have some teen, like KU, K-State, some teen type things as well. That's another good thing. One of their, they've started carrying little pullovers, these soft, fleece, warm, fuzzy pullovers that are so popular. And one of their newer things that I think I've seen in their store are these little scarf shred things, is what they're called. And I thought, these are just a great, a piece, instead of wearing a piece of jewelry, what a great thing to kind of drape around you, and it's not bulky, and it's not real heavy, and great colors. I saw Carmen was in here earlier. Yeah, there she is. She's got hers on today. So some great, wonderful gift ideas in there. I know they offer gift wrap as well and have all kinds of things. And if you can't find it in their store, sometimes Sonia can look it up, and James can even make you your own Christmas gift for your loved one that you would want. So lots of good things there at Cantrell's.
Okay, we're coming down to a close. I think we've got 4 stores left. With that, I want to bring up Sayers, Ace Hardware. All right. This is so cool. Those of you who have kids or young 20s, 30s, those who enjoy hiking, this is a backpack cooler. Those of you, I don't do it anymore, but back in the day, when we went canoeing, you can blow this up, and you don't have to worry about the beer being at the bottom of the river. It will float. So they are carrying these. These are going like hotcakes. I took this over to Coffeyville to do a shop local, and I think we had a couple of people drive over. Sorry, Coffeyville. Drive over and bought a couple of these. So those are way cool. All right. Lori Schaubel and I went on a little adventure last weekend, and she came out with these PJs on. And she said that she had gone and bought these. They are so soft and so comfy. She went home and bought 2 more for her daughters. So, and in these, you can even run outside and grab the paper. You might want to throw on your little shoes first before you do that, because if you're grabbing the paper coming here pretty soon, it's going to be a little cold and snowy. All right. One of the other things that they carry are these new Kaboos. They're really, really nice. It's a new brand that they're carrying. It's a, I'm not going to show you, but you can carry this 10 different ways. Well, I think about 4, but seriously. And then they have these bamboo underwear. I know. But silky, soft, smooth. So, and they're, ladies and men. The other thing that they have for gentlemen is this Duke Cannon. All right, I just bring out the Duke Cannon because I just like to talk about their Duke Cannon soap. It's called Big Ass Soap. I just like to say that. And then one of the other local artists that we have, and you guys have seen her, and not only is she incredibly talented, but she is probably one of the sweetest people in the entire world, and that is Amy Schrum with Sweet Ruby Designs. She is expanding what she's doing, and if you have that special something that you want to say around your neck, please go. I know that my daughter gave her mother-in-law, because bless her heart, she has 3 grandsons, 3 sons. She can't get a girl in there unless they marry them in. So she bought her a necklace that says, "I love my boys," because she's decided that's all she's going to have are boys. So with that, let's move on over and talk about what you know.
I know these things, yes. Thank you all for hanging out with us so long. We really appreciate it. I know there's a lot to go through because there's a lot of cool stuff in town. But I make candles, and this is my store, so come sniff some of the candles. But seriously, we make all of the scented products by hand in the store on location, and we use the most natural ingredients that we can possibly find. So these really are the best candles that you can possibly get. We've got 3 Christmas scents right here.
You can pass them around and smell them.
Yep, start sniffing. That's what you do. Sniff, sniff, sniff everything. Some other wonderful gift ideas other than candles. We've got a big push for essential oils, using oils that are strictly from plants to scent your home. And some people think that they actually have some medicinal properties as well, although I am not qualified to say that. I think they kind of do. We have a whole line of cool mist warmers or diffusers in our store, and we sell them with essential oils. We actually we have essential oils shipped in from farms around the world, and then we bottle them up ourselves. These are the exact same essential oils that we use in a ton of our bath and body products. So they are therapeutic grade, pure essential oils. So you can. That's an excellent gift for anybody that's kind of new agey or into some cool new ways of scenting their space in a more natural way. We also have some pre-made, we make bath and body products as well, so we've got a bunch of these pre-made little gift sets, lotions and soaps and things along those lines, with gigantic bows. Because, nothing says love like a gigantic bow. We also make bath bombs. Anybody have a 16-year-old girl in their lives? They love these bath bombs. You just drop it in the water in your bath, and it fizzes, and it smells good, and it makes the water really soft, but it's also got Epsom salt in there, too, so you don't actually have to be 16. If you got some sore muscles, bath bombs are a good way to go for that, too. Excellent stocking stuffers. And we also are experts in tea. So we've covered the experts in coffee. We also have tea experts here in town. We have 80 different teas that we measure out in bulk that we have shipped in from around the world. It's really an amazing selection of teas from all over. We measure them out by the ounce. We have all of the paraphernalia that you need to make loose leaf tea, and we even teach you how to do it. This is an excellent gift as well. We can wrap this up in a gift basket, and anybody that's a tea drinker will love to receive something along those lines. That was really hard to brag on myself. I just want you to know that. That was tough. Yeah.
Okay, we're down to 2 stores. I'm going to talk about the one I know, and then we'll let Lisa talk about the one that she knows all about. Lori Schabel and I have Little House Lane. We are fortunate to be able to, we don't have our own storefront, but Annie Mae's Gifts and Goodies, Tom and Terry have allowed us to partner with them. And what does Little House Lane do? We personalize a lot of things. We make tons of signs. We can take preforms, come through, make all of this. I do, when I'm saying woods, yes, I'm remodeling, but what did I get last year? I got a new drill, I think, last year, and I was excited. I do saw. Those of you who drive by, I'm out in the middle of my driveway sawing all the time. Anyway, we make signs. I showed this last year, but I think these are so darn cute. If you've got that kid that you're wanting something, we can personalize these. This is a laundry eater. So you should never find dirty underwear on the floor again. Okay? What little kid would not think it's so fun to feed the Mr. Monster here? So, it's all about playing a game. If you play a game, then they'll do what you want. The other thing that we do, we have a lot of these that we can personalize. Great wedding gifts, Christmas gifts. This one says, bacon is duct tape for the kitchen. So we can come up with all sorts of little sayings. We have teacher gifts. Thanks for making me a smart cookie. And then, of course, this is what happens at Grandma's stays at Grandma's. So we do all sorts of things that we can do in there. We have small signs. We have big signs. We have lanterns. We have picture frames. We have all sorts of things. So the biggest thing that Little House Lane does is, yes, we have a storefront, but oh yes, I need to talk about those teacher gifts too. We personalize. We take a lot of orders. Many of you in here, we have made lots of signs for or personalized items. So if you have that, let us know. These are sugar molds. Brian was all excited. What's a sugar mold? How cool is this for a teacher to put on her desk? Yes, Mrs. Bowers, Reese has given this to you for Christmas. Cat's out of the bag. But crayons, markers, or if you want to put it on your table, it can hold knives, forks, spoons. We have one that says you're beautiful. It can hold all of the ladies, young ladies, brushes and things. So with that, I say thank you for your support for Little House Lane. We've enjoyed ourselves, and we've seen growth this year as well. We've had the best year this year than we've had over the last 4. So with that, close us out, Miss Lisa.
Okay, well, I get to talk about my all-time favorite place, which is Calcor Clothing. That is my boutique out on West Main. And we carry some clothing, so I kind of brought a little sample of, we carry from size 0 to 3X in ladies. Sorry, men, I know, I hear it all the time. But so this is just an example of something kind of casual that we carry. And then I also have something casual for more in the Missy size with the flannels. This buffalo plaid check seems to be popular this year. Leggings. Today what I have on is a little bit different variety of a little bit maybe more dressed up if you're not wanting something so casual. We also carry different sizes of handbags, crossbodies, and things like that. One particular thing I wanted to talk about today is we carry Love Your Melon stocking caps. I have Love Your Melon little ear wraps, headbands, scarves. Love Your Melon is a company that is a up-and-coming kind of local company that 50% of all of the proceeds from these purchases go to pediatric cancer research. So when I buy these, 50% of that automatically goes to the cost of researching pediatric cancer. And then what I like to do locally as well is I take another 25% of the sales off of these, and I like to donate it locally to the Blake Birdie Cancer Fund because Blake Birdie was a young child that died of a pediatric cancer. So I thought, well, what a great way to help besides locally, but also out there. And so all of that, so pretty much all of these, that's why they're never on sale in the store. Anytime I have a sale, these can't go on sale because I've already pretty much paid for all that stuff. But they're just a nice and a neat gift. Some of the hats have balls, some of them don't. They're kind of a unisex type gift, so it doesn't have to be just male or female or whatever. So there is that gift out there for somebody maybe that's hard to buy, something like that. So I also this year, we've got lots of little fun for the pet lovers. Whose little dog doesn't need a little bandana collar that says Barking Spirit Bright or Santa's Little Yelper, or you can even clip this little party tie on your little pets so they can have that. Another thing we have in is these little mugs, and they have cats for the cat lovers, dog ones for the dog lovers, just a kind of a fun little Christmas gift to give that pet lover if you'd like. We also carry lots of baby gifts and kind of specially unique things that you can't just find anywhere. And so these are kind of a fun little snow good, and then your little guy or gal could wear a little bib, and so could your dog. And then we have the little girl outfit with the little headbands that go on. And then we have these cute little baby onesies. This one says baby, and this one's made in the USA. So kind of some fun little baby gift type things. Something else that we have is we have these men's little grooming kits, and they all have little sayings on them. This one says stay dapper. We also have little beer bottle openers. This one says drink local. We also have wine stoppers that have the initials out there and things like that. So kind of some nice stuff of that variety. This thing here is kind of a neat little deal that could be for that babysitter, or if you have kids that are babysit, it says hello babysitter, and it's a thing that says the plans, where we'll be, phone numbers, what time you're going to be home, if your kids have any allergies, dietary restrictions, any of that kind of stuff, go to contacts. So you basically can leave that, and then the babysitter can leave notes as well. You know, maybe what time the child went to bed, or what all they ate and things like that. So kind of a great little thing just to have at the house when you're having babysitters. We also have these little holiday advent calendars that are for kids, and it's like they color for each day, and they put them up on the advent calendar. So kind of a fun little way to personalize and count down to Christmas. We have lots of different games and things too. I just brought this one with something new that we have, but it just fits in a little bag, and it's got these little checkers and backgammon game set that, so you're traveling somewhere, and this is just little, and it fits in the bag, and you take it and you go. So the kids maybe have something to do if they go somewhere. For that girl or that tween, we've got luggage tags. We've got little makeup bags that all have funny little cute sayings on them that could be a great little stocking stuffer. We also have the teacher gift type deal, best teacher ever. Kind of a neat little, just a simple, bag to hold all that. So lots of little fun gifts. Oh, we have this little cup that we just got in, and I just thought this was funny, so I had to do it. It's the Real Housewives of Independence, Kansas. So if you needed something for somebody that's kind of a funny little gift, we do have some of those out there. So just some fun, different variety, so we're not just clothes. There is that. You can find those gifts. We have gift cards and free gift wrap as well. So thank you.
I want to tell Brian and Lisa thank you. I know that we're going way past time, and I know Lisa's back there antsy because she's always on time. So we apologize for that. But real quick, I want to not let you forget, we have an incredible service industry here in town. What better way to provide something to somebody than a gift certificate for a restaurant, or a manicure or pedicure, or a facial, or a massage? We have all sorts of those opportunities, so don't forget about that. And for that person you just don't know, what a great opportunity to go to Main Street and get a Main Street gift certificate. That way it'll allow your gift receiver to be able to pick what they want in your honor of what you've given them. So don't forget about Main Street gift certificates. We have a plethora of retailers who take those, and if you don't, you might consider it. I won't say that because staff might watch this, but spoiler alert, that might be what you're getting. Anyway, I want to tell you all thank you. I want to really impress upon you, I appreciate the fact that you've taken my challenge. As you can tell, Shop Local is something I'm passionate about. I think this is my third program for the year so far. With that, Jean Lunt, who's not here, and we're going to have a talk about that, she always comes up to me and asks, April, how are we doing? How's it going? Where's it at? What's your challenge? Well, I spoke to a group, and she was there. She said, April, what's your new challenge? I couldn't come up with this, so this is from Jean Lunt, and I'm going to steal it and use it. The challenge for this year is continue to shop local, because that's what you're doing, and you are making that difference. But that friend that you know that sits on their computer and shops online, and they're not doing the local.coms that Megan talked about, grab them by the arm, kicking and screaming if you have to. Take them shopping with you, okay? With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Lisa because I know we got some shout-outs. So thank you for your patience.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You guys did a great job. You know, Megan did an amazing job delivering an inspirational message, and I've never clapped so much before at a First Friday, and I couldn't be happier that we did clap that much. And I appreciate the three of you up here and all of the retailers who generously allowed us to take all of these items out of the stores. They're not for sale here, but you can run back to the store and grab them and make your holiday purchases. We have tons of shopping opportunities, and just remember, we were looking online at some funny shop local statements, and one was buy local or bye-bye local. So think about that. We have a gift for everyone, but we are not passing them out until all the shout-outs are done. So if you walk through those doors before shout-outs are over, you miss out. And the gift is The annual punch card that we have, 23 retailers are on this list offering 10% off, all kinds of discounts. You can take these around. They'll punch them. All the additional information is right down here at the bottom. And I want to read what it says at the bottom of the card for the TV audience. It says, "This Christmas, I pledge to shop small, spend local, eat local, enjoy local, and support the local businesses that support me and my community." So with that, I say thank you and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and just hang tight because I want to invite up Michelle McCormick. She is our new staff member. I would like to invite up Tabitha Snodgrass, Dan Barwick, and Judy Carpenter to at least get in line. And those are the first 4 shout-outs, and then we'll take anybody after that. So, Brian, you want to hand that to Michelle?
Well, hello, everybody. I'm the new office manager at the Chamber. I've had the privilege to meet a lot of you already, so bear with me if I forget your name because I have a lot of names to learn. I graduated from the Bible school in 2011, so I lived here for about 7 years. I went to Pitt State, and I got a degree in accounting and marketing, and I just decided to come back, so I'm excited to be back home, and I'm excited to be with the Chamber, and I can't wait to meet the rest of you.
Thank you. We're excited to have her.
Good morning, Tabitha with Independence Main Street, and I want to invite you back to our office at Main Street for the ribbon cutting, where I tell you so many of these merchants have helped us decorate and stuff, and it's just beautiful, and we're very proud of it. We'd love for you to come see it. We have some great refreshments. And then secondly, the Sip and Shop on December 13th. It is coming. It is going to be so much fun. We have stuff for the guys, the kids, the gals, everyone. Starting out at Newton's, we're going to be giving away our wine glass just to kind of get us started out on West Main because they are great supporters of our Main Street, the Chamber, everything. So stop out at Newton's, get your wine glass, visit them, hit Calcourt. I think D-Rail's open till 6. So hit them up and then head downtown where our restaurants, and I'm just going to give you a little spoiler because we're still working on it, but I think they're working on something with some craft beers for the guys to do, and then Sip and Shop, I think they're calling it Booze and Browse, maybe, I'm not quite sure, but it'll be fun. We'll get the word out on that as soon as they have all the details, and then that's from 5 to 8 on the 13th, and then the next Thursday, the 20th, we're going to do a Moonlight Madness, kind of wrap up that Christmas shopping. The stores are going to stay open late till 8 o'clock again that night. So they're doing great things for us, so make it easy on us to shop local, so you have no excuse. Thanks.
I'm Dan Barwick. I just want to let you know about 2 opportunities to participate in the college's strategic planning process. We've begun a 6-month strategic planning process. The first thing is that we're holding community listening sessions, and you're invited to one that will be held immediately after this event. So when this event is over, a listening session in this room will begin. Our 2 facilitators are right there at the back, Joni and Andrea, and that listening session will last about 50 minutes. So if you have the time, I urge you to stay. The second thing is that I invite you to complete our online strategic planning survey. The survey is available on our Facebook site, on the front page of our website. I know that Lisa has sent it out as a flash. It's available on the College Foundation's Facebook page as well. I urge you to take that survey. The 2 events are not duplicates. That is, the information we ask for on the survey is totally different than the information that we ask for in the listening sessions. Thank you to those of you who have participated in the listening sessions. This is our 7th one, and we've gotten some really great feedback from the community. Thank you to those who have filled out the survey as well. Thanks.
My name is Judy Carpenter. I'm just onboarded with CRMC, and I'm a nurse practitioner. I'm from Coffeyville, but I've lived in Independence, moved to California, and now I'm back home, so very happy to be home. So I'll be 3 days up here at Independence, then 2 days Coffeyville, and we have some awesome providers here. So happy to be home.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kathy Shepard, and I wanted to let everybody know that we are planning our Martin Luther King Day of Celebration on January 20th, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But right now I wanted you to be aware that we have a Spirit of Unity Award, and that's a big part of that celebration. And the Spirit of Unity Award is intended to recognize significant service which fosters inclusion and community. So we're looking for your nominations. Those are due by December 14th, and then that person will be recognized during our Martin Luther King Day celebration on January 20th. Thank you.
I want to thank all of you for a different aspect of shopping local, supporting the local arts. It has been an amazing year, from Les Mis to the Addams Family to Dead Man's Cell Phone to bringing back the Anna plays. Thank you, because not only is your money coming back into the community, but you're supporting artists, young and old, those who give their time and effort to provide enjoyment for you and for themselves. And that means a lot when you support local artists by showing up and just watching. It really makes a big difference, especially in a student's life, to know that this could be a possibility for them, maybe a possible career, or just something that they can do for fun. And your support means a lot. So thank you all very much. Also, I'd like to invite you out this weekend to Independence Community College. We have our first ever Christmas show, the Very Merry Xmas Carol Holiday Adventure Show. It's a small title. It's 2 nights. It's tonight and tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And then Sunday, join us at 2 o'clock for the Holiday Extravaganza. We're having our band, our vocal, and the Independence High School Chamber Orchestras coming in. So it's a full hour and a half, 2 hours of nothing but Christmas music in all its various forms. So please come out and join us. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Lacey Bohr with Southeast Kansas Works. My event is a little bit in the future, but I was asked to come and put a bug in all the business owners' ears. We are once again working with Independence High School for their Career and Tech Ed Day, which is going to be March the 20th. We have a backup date for March the 27th because we did have snow last year. So business owners are really encouraged to come have a booth in their one of their gyms, or come and speak to the students more on a one-on-one basis about what they might be doing. So if you're interested in doing that, we'd really like to showcase what locally here in Independence we have to offer for those students who may want to go away but then come back and make their lives here in Independence. So if you have a couple hours you can block off on March the 20th and 27th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., please get a hold of myself at Independence Southeast Kansas Works, or Al Spiker or Laura McClure at the high school. Thank you.
I'm Kelly Puderbaugh, the Director of Learning Services for USD 446, and I want to thank Lacey for that partnership, and also give a shout out to a fundraiser that the AVID group is doing at the high school, and that is selling Bulldog Nation flags for $50, depending on how you want to display it. You can get a one-sided flag, or $60, a two-sided flag. Our goal would be that all of the businesses and homes downtown are flying those flags on game days to support Bulldog Nation. They selected Bulldog Nation because they wanted to incorporate the fact that we're a community supporting our kids. AVID stands for Achievement via Individual Determination. I think you'll hear more about that in a couple months because they are going to be a program speaker. But these are kids who are committed, high school kids who are committed to going to college or having very intentional careers. And so this fundraiser is meant to support those activities that take them to college campuses or to businesses, local businesses, where they can understand their opportunities here in our community after they graduate from high school. So if the first run of that is going to be December 10th, because we're hoping to get those back in time for Christmas. And in keeping with the Shop Local, Tom and Tracy Posh are the ones that are making those flags for us. So if you need an order form, just email me, kpuderbaugh at IndependenceKs.gov, or you can pick one up at the high school today or Monday. And if you miss that deadline, we are going to do another run of those in January. Thanks.
Thank you. So I just want to say again, I want to thank Equity Bank as our business sponsor. Don't walk away without your hands full with Equity Bank swag. So take all the items on your tables, take your community calendars, and be sure and get your punch card as you leave, and introduce yourself to Garrett and Michelle. And I just encourage you to continue to shop local and enjoy all that our community has to offer. And Merry Christmas again to everyone, and Happy New Year, and have a safe weekend. Stay warm.